What is happening, guys? It's your main man, Matt, from the DFS 5-pack, rocking it solo. It is Wednesday, September 15th. We got 10 MLB games to get after tonight, so let's get it. NFL, Thursday starts tomorrow. Obviously, tomorrow's Thursday. At week 2, Giants and Redskins. I believe Ryan is coming out with the showdown video for that sometime this afternoon, so be on the lookout for that. And in the meantime, like I said, let's crush some MLB. I'm excited to talk this slate over. Let's get it. All righty. So as far as pitching options go, not the greatest group of starters on the board. I think the top option is definitely Julio Urias, 10-5, really good spot at home against Arizona. He's in great form. He's expensive, but he looks like the clear spend-up option to me. Urquidy, no thanks. I get the matchup, but he just hasn't been great. I see no reason why to spend. I see no reason to want to spend 10K on him except for ownership purposes because he's not going to get much love. After that, we've got Sean Manaea, who finally pitched. He's actually finally back in good form. Was really good against Toronto, and then back that up was a good start against the White Sox. Yeah, he's on my short list for sure. Montas struggled last night, but I see no reason why we can't look at Manaea here at least. Musgrove, nah, I like Manaea more. I'm fine with Musgrove, but not a great spot, not in the best form. No thanks. Tyler McGill. McGill's been solid. St. Louis, ton of righties. They don't strike out a ton. I like the other guys slightly more, but McGill is a fine look, I think, and getting a lot of love at that, which is kind of surprising to me. Next up, Huascar Eno, coming off a good start against the Nationals. Wasn't great early in that outing. I think he bounces back even better here. High on my short list in all formats. I like Eno a lot. I like picking on the Rockies on the road. Cal Quantrill, expensive. He's having a good year. I don't think I want to spend $8,400 on him here, but like I said, having a good year and not getting any love. Nestor Cortez, he just bought. I'm not completely buying what he's selling, so I like other guys more. I don't hate it, though, if you like him, do your thing. Senzatella, no. Ranger Suarez looks like a solid look here at 7,200. Very affordable. Check the game log. He's bouncing back between 19 or 20 DK points and 23 DK points, and 7,200 against the Cubs at home. I think he's a really good look. Kelly, no thanks. Minor, no thanks. Junk, no thank you. Means, no thanks. Mills. Listen, if you want to load up on expensive bats, you might need to get creative with SP2. And if you are doing that, I think you could do worse than Mills. That's all I'll say. Lester, no. Keuchel, even in this matchup, I can't see using Keuchel at all. Griffin Jacks, no. Quintana, no. Arihara, no. Leo, no. So, that's, Mills is the guy down here if you want to get really funky with it and you want to load up on bats. I don't hate Minor either, but actually have more interest in the Oakland bats. So, speaking of bats, let's move on to talk about some offenses. If I'm building right now, I like the expensive pitchers. Enoa and Manaea with Urias, right there in the mix as well. Cubs and Phillies, we got Suarez against Mills. Not really looking at the Cubs here. Just think we can do better on this slate personally. And then as far as the Phillies go, I don't know. I don't hate it. They're getting an okay amount of love. Nothing really special. They're not crazy low owned. They're not high owned by any means. So if you want to look ahead to some Phillies, I get it. Obviously, their best hitters are going to be the most appealing. Bryce Harper, he's in really good form right now, seeing the ball well. Kutch, don't hate it. Real Muto obviously would help a lot if he's in the lineup. But we will see. 1 second, guys. Real Muto in the lineup would help the stack a lot. So if he's out, makes me like them a lot less. All right, next up we got, stack that was pretty good last night. They hit a bunch of home runs. They weren't amazing, but 5 or 6 guys homered. Yankees in another good spot in Baltimore against Means. They're affordable. Gleyber Torres starting to round into form a little bit. All their outfielders, Homer, Judge, Stanton, and Gallo. I mean, these guys are affordable for who they are. Stanton against the lefty. I mean, he's seeing the ball well. I like them all here. I mean, the Yankees are the top cash game play, and they're fine-looking tournaments, too. You're just going to have to balance it out with some lower-owned pieces elsewhere. And the Orioles, I mean, Cortez is not a guy I'm, excited about using, but I don't really like Baltimore here. I just think there's better spots. St. Louis and the Mets. So we've got John Lester against Tyler McGill. Mets are in an okay spot against Lester. If McGill is really getting all this love, though, I don't hate picking on him with some Cardinals. I mean, I think McGill is a fine pitcher, but I'm not scared to use him at all. And the Cardinals, I mean, they've got some power in their lineup for sure, from O'Neill, Arenado. O'Neill's seeing the ball well right now, running a little bit as well. Goldie has been a lot better since Ryan and I shit-talked him really hard a couple months ago. I don't hate some leverage Cardinals. On paper, they're not in the best spot, though. And then as far as the Mets go, I don't think you're ever crazy to pick on Lester, but he never really gets blown up. I don't want to say never. He usually doesn't get blown up. He's just not that good anymore. So I don't know. If the Mets are going to be popular, I'm going to back off. Rockies and the Braves. I like Enoa a lot, so I'm not looking at the Rockies. The Braves, though, top stack for me. One of, if nothing else. I like them a lot here. Senzatella, another one of these Rockies pitchers that is a little bit worse on the road, which is bizarre but true. I don't think Senzatella is a complete gas can, and when teams are chalk against him, like in Coors, I'll back off. But the Braves are getting no love here. They were close last night. I like their entire lineup. Duvall has always been better against righties. Homered last night. Freeman, Albies, Riley, Swanson, Soler. The list goes on. I like the Braves a lot as a full stack. The Twins hosting the Indians. So we've got Griffin Jacks against Cal Quantrill. Quantrill's been good enough. I'm not really looking at the Twins here. I don't think you're ever crazy to use a Byron Buxton, who obviously had been really good before the past couple of days, or Polanco. Sano has power, but this is not really an offense that stands out to me. The Indians are a look, I think. They're expensive, which is going to keep their ownership down. Griffin Jacks is not impressive, in my opinion. And again, their lineup isn't the greatest, but they got some pieces in there. J-Ram, obviously. J-Ram and Reyes are always in play. They're expensive, but that will keep their ownership down. Miles Straw has been really good for the Indians running. And then you got some cheaper guys too. Bradley Zimmer. Yeah, I think the Indians are in play as a stack, if nothing else, a mini stack. All right, Astros at the Rangers. So we have Koji Arihara against Jose Urquidy. Texas was good last night. I did not expect that. Urquidy, while I don't really want to use him at 10K, I don't want to pick on him either with a pretty bad Texas offense. There will be spots where I use Texas. This is just not it. And as far as Houston goes, it looks like they're getting quite a bit of love. It makes sense. Arihara is not very good. The Houston lineup is very good. I mean, take your pick. Altuve at 5,100 leading off. He's awesome. The best piece right now is probably Yordan Alvarez at 5K. I mean, he's just too cheap for his upside. And then, obviously, can't forget about Alex Bregman. He's just much better than a $4,400 hitter. So, good look in all formats. I like Houston quite a bit here. What's not to like, really? 4 games left. We got the Angels and the White Sox. Dallas Keuchel against Jansen Junk. White Sox getting some love here makes sense. I mean, Junk is not great. He's 26 years old, hasn't pitched above Double-A. The White Sox whole stack makes sense, from Tim Anderson, Luis Robert, Eloy Jimenez, Jose Abreu. I mean, they're affordable too. So I think they might end up being them. The Yankees and Astros are all going to be really popular. Everyone after that is not going to get love. So do with that what you will. The Angels, I don't hate either. Keuchel sucks. So Otani, Phil Gosselin, I mean, their lineup is cheeks, but they got some decent guys against lefties. Where's my boy? Oh, Adele's even day to day. So tough to want to full stack the Angels, but don't hate them as one-offs. All right, A's and Royals. I'm buying what Manaea is selling, so I'm not looking at the Royals here. And as far as Oakland goes, I like them. Minor's not a guy I feel like I have to pick on, but Oakland's getting no love. They were very, very low-owned last night. Will be the same thing tonight. Starling Marte, red hot. I mean, you want to talk about a pivot off those Yankees outfielders, White Sox outfielders. Look at Oakland. Marcana, mean, they're expensive enough where they're not going to get a lot of love. Matt Olson crushes lefties, crushes bullpens. Oakland's right up there with Atlanta as one of, if not my favorite stack on the board. All right, Padres and Giants. We've got Musgrove against the bullpen game for the Giants. I mean, listen, one of these games, the Padres are going to be good. It might be tonight, but it's really hard to plant your flag on them. This team has just been bad for the past month or two. Tatis, Machado always in play. Tough to want to make the case, tough to make the case for full stacking them right now, though. And then the Giants against Musgrove, Mostella's cheap. I like him leading off. They got some pieces that I think are in play. I don't know if I want to full stack them, but I don't hate some pieces. Brandon Belt, red hot. Belt, Mostella, Posey makes the lineup. I don't hate some Giants. I wish Musgrove were getting more love, but their hitters are just really good. And San Diego almost seems like a dead man walking. All right, last but not least, we've got Merrill Kelly and the D-backs in L.A. facing Julio Urias and the Dodgers. Urias looks like one of the better SPs on the slate, so I'm not picking on him here with a weak Arizona lineup. Another case, again, if you want to go Nick Ahmed, Christian Walker, Carson Kelly as one-offs, do it. Not really where I want to land unless I'm playing the late slate. I see it because Urias will probably be 90% owned, if not higher. And the Dodgers, yeah, they went off last night. They're not getting a lot of love here. Merrill Kelly coming off the IL. This lineup's potent. I mean, Max Muncy and Trey Turner did a lot of damage last night, 60 combined DK points. Another one. I could definitely see planting your flag on the Dodgers here and fading all those early games, hoping they bust. And then, if all those games kind of go way under what's expected, and you're sitting there with Dodger stacks, you're in a good spot. I'll say that. Again, I like Atlanta. I like Oakland, but the Dodgers are right there with those teams. And I could see anyone liking the Dodgers the most. All right, guys, that's what I got today. Busy day for me, so wanted to get this out pretty quickly. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you want more content, more videos, more me, more Ryan, go check out the DFS 5 pack. We would love to have you, and good luck tonight. Appreciate you guys as always.